Welcome to my channel. Today, I will provide a complete step-by-step tutorial on how to use HTTP Injector VPN. We will cover setting up all major protocols, including SSH, V2ray, Shadowsocks, and UDP Hysteria. This tutorial is designed for absolute beginners. Let's begin right from the start. The very first thing we need to do is download and install the HTTP Injector application. Tap to open the Google Play Store. Once the Play Store is open, you will see a search bar at the top of the screen. Tap on that search bar. Using your phone's keyboard, type the words HTTP Injector exactly like that. Then press the search button on your keyboard. You will now see a list of search results. Look for the application named HTTP Injector by developer Evozy. It has an icon with a blue background and a white syringe. Please make sure you are selecting the correct app and not a light version. Once you find it, tap on the Install button. The application will now begin downloading and installing. This may take a few moments depending on your internet speed. Please wait patiently until the installation is complete. Once it is finished, the Install button will change to an Open button. Tap on Open to launch the HTTP Injector application for the first time. You are now on the main home screen of HTTP Injector. You will see a large Start button in the center, a gear icon, and an arrowhead icon. Do not tap anything yet. First, we need to create a server. To create our server, we need to use a web browser. Please exit the HTTP Injector app for a moment by pressing your phone's home button. Now, find and open your web browser app, such as Chrome or Firefox. In the browser's address bar at the top, type the following website address, SSH-tunnel, and press Go. This is the official SSH SSL tunnel website where we will create our first server. The website will now load. On the home page, you will see a menu icon, which looks like 3 horizontal lines or a hamburger icon, usually located in the top corner. Tap on that menu icon. A list of options will appear. From this list, find and tap on UDP Hysteria. This will take you to the server creation page for the UDP Hysteria protocol. On the UDP Hysteria page, you will see a form. In the username field, type a name of your choice. In the password field, create a strong password. Then, you must complete the reCAPTCHA verification by checking the box that says, "I'm not a robot." You might have to complete a small puzzle. After filling the form and completing the CAPTCHA, tap the button that says Create Server. Please wait for a few seconds. The website will now generate your personal UDP Hysteria server. Once the server is created, the website will display your server configuration details. You will see information like the server IP address, port, and your username. It is very important to copy this entire configuration text. Tap and hold on the text to select it, then choose Copy. I recommend pasting this information into a Notes app or a text file for safekeeping. Now you can return to the HTTP Injector application. We are back in the HTTP Injector app. The first step inside the app is to select the protocol. On the main screen, look to the right side. You will see a small arrowhead icon pointing to the left. Tap on this arrowhead icon. A new window will slide open. This is where you select the protocol type. At the top, you will see Tunnel Type. Tap on the drop-down menu under Tunnel Type. A long list will appear. Scroll through this list and find Hysteria. Tap on Hysteria to select it. Now, look at the Connection Type drop-down menu directly below. For Hysteria, we will leave this as None. Once you have selected Hysteria, tap the Save button at the bottom of this window. The window will close and you will be back on the main screen. Now, we need to input the server details we copied. On the main screen at the top center, you will see a gear icon. Tap on this gear icon to open the Settings menu. You are now in the Settings menu. You will see a list of different protocol settings like SSH, V2ray, and Shadowsocks. Find and tap on the option that says Hysteria. You are now in the Hysteria settings screen. At the very top of this screen, in the center, you will see a small plus icon. Tap on this plus icon. A large text box will pop up on the screen. This is where you paste the server configuration you copied from the website. Tap and hold inside the text box and select Paste. The entire server configuration text will appear in the box. Then tap the OK or Save button. The app will now automatically import all the server settings. You will see the server IP, port, and other details filled in automatically. Now, press the back button on your phone to return to the main home screen of HTTP Injector. We are now ready to connect. On the main screen, you will see the large Start button. Tap on this Start button one time. The HTTP Injector app will now begin the connection process. You will see logs appearing on the screen. To view the full logs, you can swipe your finger from the right side of the screen to the left. Wait for the connection to be established. You will see a message that says Hysteria connected or connected successfully. To verify that the VPN is working, please open your web browser again. In the browser, go to a website like whatsmyip.org. When the website loads, it will show you an IP address. If this IP address is different from your real location, it means the VPN is working perfectly. Congratulations, you have successfully set up UDP Hysteria on HTTP Injector. Now that you have successfully connected with UDP Hysteria, let's move on to setting up the SSH protocol. For SSH, we will use a different website to create a server that supports multiple protocols. Please go back to your web browser. In your browser's address bar, type the website sshtunnel.net and press Go. This is the official SSH Tunnel website. Wait for the homepage to load completely. On the homepage, you will see a Login with Google button. Tap on this button and choose your Google account to sign in quickly. This will create your account without needing a new password. After logging in, you will be redirected to your personal dashboard. Here, you will see different server regions like Asia, Europe, and America. Tap on Asia to select that region. Now, you will see a list of countries in Asia. Tap on United Arab Emirates or any country you prefer. The website will now redirect you to an account creation form. Wait for a few seconds for the security check to complete. Then, fill in the form with a username and password of your choice. Complete the CAPTCHA verification by checking the I'm not a robot box. Now tap the Create Server button. Wait patiently for about 10-15 seconds while the server is being created. This server will support SSH, slowDNS, V2ray, and Shadowsocks all in one. Once the server is created, you will see all the configuration details on your screen. This includes SSH details, slowDNS information, V2ray config, and Shadowsocks settings. It is very important to copy all these details. I recommend taking screenshots or saving them in your Notes app. These details will be used for all the following protocols. Now return to the HTTP Injector application. We will start with SSH Direct connection. Tap the arrowhead icon on the right side of the main screen. In the protocol selection window, set tunnel type to SSH and connection type to Direct. Then tap the Save button at the bottom. Now we need to configure the SSH settings. Tap the gear icon at the top center to open settings. From the Settings menu, tap on SSH Settings. Here, you need to manually enter the SSH details from the server you just created. In the SSH server field, paste the IP address from your saved details. In the SSH port field, enter the port number. In the username field, enter your username. In the password field, enter your password. Double-check that all information is correct. After entering all details, press the back button to return to the main screen. Now tap the Start button to connect. Watch the connection logs by swiping left. Wait for the connected message to appear. To set up SSH proxy, tap the arrowhead icon again. Set tunnel type to SSH and connection type to HTTP proxy. Tap Save to confirm. After saving, you will see a pencil icon appear next to the proxy setting. Tap this pencil icon to edit proxy settings. In the proxy settings window, enter the same IP address and port from your SSH server details. Also enter your username and password in the respective fields. Tap Save to store these settings. Now return to the main screen and tap Start to connect using SSH proxy method. The connection should establish within a few seconds. For SSH SSL tunnel, tap the arrowhead icon once more. Set tunnel type to SSH and connection type to TLS SSL tunnel. Tap Save. Then tap the pencil icon that appears and enter a valid SNI like cloudflare.com. Save this setting and return to the main screen. Tap Start to connect using SSL tunnel. For the most advanced method, SSH TLS proxy with payload, tap the arrowhead icon. Set tunnel type to SSH and connection type to TLS SSL proxy. Check the payload box. Tap the pencil icon and enter the proxy details. Use your server IP with port 80 or 443, enter a valid SNI, and add a payload like connect host port HTTP.1. Save all settings and tap Start to connect. Each of these SSH methods provides different levels of security and bypass capability. Now that we have thoroughly covered SSH protocols, let's continue with slowDNS, V2ray, and Shadowsocks setups using the same server details from the SSH tunnel website. Please have your saved server details ready. We will begin with slowDNS configuration. This protocol uses DNS queries to establish a stable and reliable connection. On the HTTP Injector main screen, tap the arrowhead icon on the right side. In the protocol selection window, set tunnel type to SSH and connection type to DNS. Then tap the Save button to confirm your selection. Now we need to configure the slowDNS settings. Tap the hamburger menu icon in the top left corner of the app. This will open the side navigation panel. From the side menu, scroll down and find slowDNS in the list. Tap on slowDNS to open its configuration screen. Here, you need to enter the specific slowDNS details from your saved server information. In the slowDNS host field, enter the host provided by the SSH tunnel website. This usually looks like a domain name. In the name server field, enter the name server address provided with your server details. This is typically an IP address. Make sure you enter both fields exactly as they appear in your saved information. After entering both the slowDNS host and name server, press the back button to return to the main screen. Now tap the Start button to establish the slowDNS connection. Watch the connection logs to ensure successful establishment. Now let's configure V2ray, which is a more advanced protocol. Tap the arrowhead icon again. This time, set tunnel type to V2ray X-ray and connection type to none. Tap Save to confirm. Now tap the gear icon at the top center to access settings. From the Settings menu, tap on V2ray X-ray to open the configuration screen. At the top of the V2ray settings screen, you will see a small plus icon. Tap on this plus icon to open the Import Configuration window. A large text box will appear. This is where you paste the full V2ray configuration that you saved from the SSH tunnel website. Tap and hold in the text box and select Paste to insert your V2ray config. The app will automatically parse the configuration and fill in all server settings. You should see the server address, port, and other details populated automatically. Tap OK to save the imported configuration. Press the back button to return to the main screen. Now tap the Start button to connect using V2ray. The connection process may take a few seconds longer than previous protocols.
Finally, let's set up Shadowsocks. First, we need to import the Shadowsocks server details. Tap the gear icon to open Settings, then tap on Shadowsocks from the menu. In the Shadowsocks settings screen, look for a clipboard icon at the top. Tap on this clipboard icon to open the import window. Paste the full Shadowsocks configuration that you saved from the SSH tunnel website into the text box. Tap OK to import the server details. Now return to the main screen. Tap the arrowhead icon and set tunnel type to Shadowsocks. For connection type, you can choose either HTTP OBFs or TLS OBFs. If you choose HTTP, tap the pencil icon that appears and enter an obfuscation host like google.com. If you choose TLS OBFs, enter a valid SNI in the provided field. After configuring your chosen connection type, return to the main screen and tap Start to connect using Shadowsocks. The connection should establish quickly. You have now successfully configured all major protocols in HTTP Injector. Each protocol offers different advantages: SSH for reliability, slowDNS for stability, V2ray for advanced features, and Shadowsocks for efficiency. Experiment with each to find which works best for your specific needs and network environment. Now that we have covered all the major protocols individually, I want to show you an alternative method using HTTP Injector's built-in server list. This feature provides free public servers that you can use without creating your own. To access the built-in servers, first we need to select our desired protocol. Let's start with finding a slowDNS server from the list. Tap the arrowhead icon on the right side of the main screen. Set the tunnel type to SSH and the connection type to DNS. This tells the app we want to use a slowDNS server. Tap the Save button to confirm. Now, tap the hamburger menu icon in the top left corner to open the side menu. From the menu options, tap on Servers. This will open the built-in server list. The app will automatically filter and show you servers that support slowDNS. You will see servers labeled as SSH DNS in the list. Each server shows its location and ping time. To select a server, simply tap the Connect button next to the server you want to use. I recommend choosing a server with low ping for better speed. The app will automatically save your selection. Now return to the main screen and tap the Start button to connect to the selected slowDNS server. The connection process is the same as before. Let's try the same method for V2ray. Tap the arrowhead icon again. This time, set tunnel type to V2ray X-ray and connection type to none. Tap Save. Now open the hamburger menu and tap on Servers again. The app will now show you a list of available V2ray servers. These are labeled as V2ray in the list. Tap the Connect button next to any V2ray server you want to use. Return to the main screen and tap Start to connect using the selected V2ray server. For Shadowsocks, the process is similar. Tap the arrowhead icon and set tunnel type to Shadowsocks. Choose your preferred connection type, either HTTP OBFs or TLS OBFs. Open the hamburger menu and tap on Servers. The app will display available Shadowsocks servers. Tap Connect next to your chosen server, then return to the main screen and tap Start.